Yo, what's up guys? How are you all? Welcome back to new video of Whiteout Survival. Today I am back with a new guide video. This video was requested many times, so finally I decided to make this video. Our today's topic is based on the arena. Today I will talk about the lineup. Almost 5 or 6 months ago, I made a video on Arena. In that video, I discussed almost all basic things and I talked something about the lineup. Mainly, I discussed how you should put your hero, how you should use your skills, which skill you should give priority against which skill. I mainly talked about these things, but I did not give any example, I did not give any lineup. In today's video, I will talk about the lineup. I will talk for both free to play and pay to win players for every generation. For generation 1 to 5, I will talk this 5 generation. Okay, and both for free to play and pay to win. But before starting, I want to say something. Free to play players will have limited choice and pay to win players will have various type of choice. So free to play players will always get some disadvantage in this arena and they are always weak. Of course, pay to win players are strong and free to play players cannot fight them. So I have some suggestion for you. If you are free to play, if you are going to fight against someone, you should check your opponent. Just click on the opponent, you will check what lineup he is using. By checking his lineup, you will get an idea if he is strong, if he is free to play, or what. You will get idea just by checking this lineup. So always click on the player to get the lineup about him. So you have more chance to get victory. You should wisely select your opponent. If you are just 5 million and your opponent is 10 million, you cannot defeat him. But if you are 5 million and if you check the opponent lineup and then you see you have advantage, so you can try. That is the thing. If you are free to play, our target is not to defeat a pay to win player or anything. Our main target is to get as much arena coin as possible, because if we rank better we get arena coin. So we need to play carefully to get some good rank. Now I have a suggestion for everyone. uh, it does not matter if you are free to play or pay to win. If you want to get a good rank in this arena, you should always play the arena match 5 or 6 minutes before the server reset. I mean, server reset at 12 UTC all time. So just before the server reset, you should play the arena match so you can get a very good rank. Normally, if we play in other time, we will not get some good rank. But if we play 5 minutes before the server reset, we have a high chance to get good rank. So just follow this thing. And now I will suggest some good lineup. I mean, I will suggest from my experience some lineup for both free to play and pay to win players. So I will suggest from generation 1. So let's start our video. So first I will talk about free to play players. So now we are in generation 1. What we get in generation 1? We get Sergey. So in last video I told you should put tank heroes in the front line. Sergey is infantry, so he can take lot of damage from enemy. So he will stay in the front line. And then we have to use this hero, either this Smith, or you have option to use Eugene, because we don't have any other choice. We have only this choice, either Eugene or Smith. It is for first some 10 to 15 days. When the server opens, for first some days you have to use this, because we don't have any other choice, we are free to play. And suppose for this video I am taking this Smith. Then in the next line, what you should use? We have many choice, like we can use Gina, we can use Bahiti, and we have some other choice also, but I suggest this lineup. uh, like, where is our Bahiti? 1 second. Yeah, here is our Bahiti. I I suggest this lineup for every free-to-play players for first some days in the after the server opens. This lineup will work very good. Sergey and this hero he will take in front line. They will take the damage. Then Bahiti has burst damage, and our Jasser also has burst damage, and now we are using Gina. Gina has area damage. You can put Gina in the middle if you want, and in generation 1 we also get Molly, but as a free to play our Molly will not be very strong in the beginning, and I don't recommend Molly to free to play players in the starting, because if your Molly is in low star level it will be very difficult to play. And the problem with Molly is Molly use the ice ball, and the ice ball attack is very slow. But if you use any other marksman or any other thing, it will give better result. So I suggest this lineup for every free to play players. Now suppose we are entering Gen 2. We are not entering Gen 2. We are very close to Gen 2. We are very close to Generation 2, and now by the time you will get Patrick, you also have get chance to get this new hero, Ling. Ling. The name is Ling. You can remove this hero and you can either use Patrick, and you can also use the hero Ling. We have both option because Ling and Patrick both are same class, Lancer class hero, and they do not fight from long range, close range hero. I mean they fight hand to hand. So it is a very good option, I can say. And if you want you can also use Sion. I am not forcing you to use this. Normally I suggest this lineup. In the first half of the generation 1 you can either with Smith or Eugene, and second half of the generation 1 you can go with Patrick and Lin, anything in your choice. Rest of the lineup is same. We have to follow this thing in generation 1. So now we are ending generation 1 and we are entering generation 2. So what we get in generation 2? We get the hero Flint as free to play. This is our Flint. So where we will put the Flint? We have two choice. Either you can remove this Patrick and include this Flint. It is your choice. You can do this. And you have one more choice. You can remove this Bahiti and you can put Flint in second line, and in the first line you can use either Patrick or the hero Ling, anything. So the question is why we are putting infantry in the second line. The thing is Flint is very good. Flint is very good hero as infantry, but the problem is the flamethrower skill gets activated after some time, and if you put Flint in the front line he will take lot of damage from enemy and he can die quickly. That is the problem. He will not get chance to use the flamethrower. But uh, if you put him behind any other hero, the frontline hero will take all the damage, and Flint will get chance to use the flamethrower. So we can use Flint in the second line. It is exceptional case. Normally we put infantry in the front line. Infantry always stay in the front line. That is the basic rule of arena. But this is exceptional case where we have to put Flint in the back line. It is your choice. You can do it. It is very good. I can say it works. But the problem is you cannot do it for long time. You can do it only in generation 2. After that you have to change this. I am doing this only because of the flamethrower skill. If you use this, you already know flamethrower skill activates after a certain time. And flamethrower is very powerful skill. It can vanish all enemy together. So we are using this, and now I want to say, okay, we are in generation 2. I am still in generation 2. So what we can do? We can remove this Gina, and now we can put Molly. I already said Molly is very good hero in arena. Molly has ice ball skill which can give huge damage to many enemies together. But the problem is this skill is very slow. This skill is very slow, so I'm not using this in generation 1, and from generation 2 I am using this. Now we have a problem. What is the problem? You know Natalia and Sergey both have stun skill. Suppose opponent has Sergey. If opponent has Sergey, we have a very big problem. We have to put Molly on the opposite side of Sergey. If opponent Sergey is on the right side, we have to put Molly on the left side, like this, where I am putting Molly. And if opponent Sergey is on the left side, we have to put Molly on the right side. We should always put Molly on the opposite side of Sergey. Why? Because Sergey has this stun skill, and this stun skill can cancel the snowball of Molly. If Molly's snowball is cancelled, it will create a big problem for us. Molly will not use the snowball, and enemy will get chance. Enemy will basically get chance to attack us more. And same we have to do with Natalia. If opponent Natalia is on the right side, we have to put Molly on left side. And if opponent Natalia is on the left side, we have to put Molly on the right side, like this. And if opponent has both Sergey and Natalia, then we have no choice. Sergey and Natalia both have the stun skill, so we have no choice. If we put Molly in the middle, we will still get stun, and our snowball attack will be stopped, which is very bad thing. You have to be careful with this. So this is our lineup for Gen 2. You can use this, okay. And the position of the flint is little confusing. I said this. You can either use on front line, you can either use on back line. It is your choice. You have to take the situation, you have to analyze the situation, then you should decide what you should do. And in this generation we are not using Bahiti. If you want, you can use it. We have choice. As a free to play, we have choice. And now we are ending this generation 2. Remember, we are in generation 2. We have many other heroes like Philly or Alonso, but they are not for free to play, so we cannot use them. So we are ending generation 2, and now we are entering generation 3. What we will get in generation 3? In generation 3, our lucky wheel hero is Mia. Look, in every generation I am focusing on the lucky wheel hero. Like in second generation I focused on Flint. You can ask me in first generation why I did not talk about Zinman. Zinman is not very effective on the arena. We have other heroes who are very powerful in the arena. So I am not forcing people to use the Zinman. You can avoid it if you want. And many people have low star Zinman because they do not focus much on the Zinman. So I'm not telling about Zinman, okay. So now basically we are in Gen 3, and now we are getting Mia. So we have to remove one hero. Which hero we will remove? We can remove this Patrick. And now we can put Flint on the front line and on the back line. Again I am telling you, you can use Mia on the front line. Mia also works good in the front line. You can use this. And you can also put Flint in the front line. Both will work very good. And you can use this lineup if you want. And you have to put Molly in the middle right now. And in place of Jasar, you can also use Bahiti. Bahiti and Jasar both are very good choice. You can use any one of them. Both will give almost similar result. Bahiti will be better. Of course, Bahiti is more powerful hero. Bahiti will be better. You can use this. So we are in basically generation 3, and this is our lineup. Flint and then Sergey in the front line, and in next line we are using Mia. In the Molly we have, in the middle we have Molly, and here we have the Bahiti. And if you want, you can use this one. Mia and Sergey will be in the front line, and Flint will step behind Mia. It is your choice. You can use this. It will also work. So we are ending generation 3, and now we are entering generation 4. What we are getting in generation 4? We are getting the marksman Lin. Lin is coming in the lucky wheel. So we have to remove one hero. Which one we will remove? We will remove this. We will remove Bahiti, and in place of Bahiti, the Lin will enter. So this is our lineup basically for generation 4. We have entered generation 4, and this is our lineup. If you want to use this, you can. It is very good. I can say this lineup will be very good. And you can interchange the position of Flint and Sergey depending on the opponent. You have to check which opponent marksman, which opponent infantry is powerful. You have to analyze the position. I told in my last video how you can analyze the position of your heroes, and then you can interchange the Flint and the Sergey. Okay, depending on your things. Now I want to say something. This Alonso is actually pay to win hero. How we can say it pay to win? In every generation there is one hero which comes will we call it free to play hero, and remaining two hero we call it pay to win hero. So Alonso is basically a pay to win hero from generation 2. Play, if you are playing this game with maximum efficiency, you will get high star Alonso in generation 4 or 5. So basically we are in generation 4, and now if you want you can, because by the time we will get generation 4 we will get lots of Alonso shard, and we will also get some mythic general shard, and you can use this on Alonso. And Alonso is very powerful in arena because Alonso has healing skill and the net throwing skill. I mean, Alonso throws some type of net, and it also makes good amount of area damage. So if you want you can also put Alonso in your team. If you are putting Alonso in your team will look like this. In first line we have Flint and Sergey. In second line middle we have Molly, and one side we have Alonso and another side we have Lin. You can use this lineup, it will really very good. And if you are using this you cannot use Mia. Okay, so why basically you using this? Because in front line Sergey and Flint they will take all the damage, and the Lin will enhance the damage of everyone with some guitar music or something. Lin will do this, and Molly both have the area damage. Both can vanish lots of enemy together with their area damage. Alonso will throw the net, and Molly will throw the snowball, and it will give a very good amount of damage. So basically we can use this as free to play. Remember, Alonso is pay to win hero, but here as a free to play player we are using this. It is possible because Alonso is in generation 2, and when we will enter generation 4 or 5 we will have lots of Alonso shard. We can use this. So for now I am removing this Alonso and I am putting Mia. It is your choice, you can do anything. So basically we are doing this in generation 4. Now we are ending it and we are entering generation 5. What we are getting generation 5? Finally we are getting one more infantry. You see, from generation 1 Sergey was stick to this place. We are using Sergey for a long time. Finally Sergey will take some rest. We will remove Sergey, and Hector will. Hector is in lucky wheel and we will get Hector. So Hector is basically very strong hero for arena. We have to include Hector here. Now the rest of the thing will be almost same. If you want you can use Molly, or if you want you can use Alonso. Alonso will be very good option, you can use this. So basically we have this option in our hand. Hector, then Flint, then one side Mia, one side Lin, and Alonso is in the middle. You have to always put the hero with area damage in the middle. This middle position is very important. I talked about this middle position in my last video. This middle position can cover the whole area. The whole 5 area can be controlled by this middle position, and the Alonso has area damage, so you can put it here. And this area is basically very good for marksman. This middle position is very good for marksman. Alonso is also a marksman, so you can put Alonso here. And now I am talking about, of course, free to play. And if you have lots of mythic general shard, if you manage to get some good amount of mythic general shard, we have one more choice. We can do one more thing. That is, I mean, that thing is risky a little bit. You have to remove Flint from your line. Mia will come in the front, and you have to put Gwen. Now Gwen is not free to play, you know this. Gwen is not free to play, but if you have lots of mythic general shard, you have chance to get 4-star Gwen, which is very difficult, but you can do it if you want. I mean, it is possible. So you can use this lineup. In front line we have Hector and Mia, and in the back line in the middle we have Alonso. I already said this. And one side we'll have Lin, and another side we have Gwen. And Gwen is very powerful. Gwen can attack the back line of the enemy. You know Gwen's skill. He throws she throws some type of bomb, and it directly hit the back line of the enemy. So Gwen will be very powerful, and if it is possible for you, a team. And if it is not possible, if it is hard for you, then you can remove Gwen and you can put Mia in the place, and you can include the Flint if you want. And Flint and Hector will be very good for the front line. So this is basically our lineup for generation 1 to generation 5. I'm not going far behind. I am just talking only on this 5 generation, and it is basically for, we have a limited choice. I tried to cover almost every hero as free to play, and I skipped Zinman in generation 1. Skip means I'm not using it. You should unlock Zinman, of course you should unlock Zinman. In my one video I told why you should never skip any generation, because Zinman is good for construction speed up and construction cost reduction, but Zinman is not very effective in the arena, this. And so basically this is our lineup for free to play players. Now we will talk about pay to win players. And pay to win, for this pay to win player I have a problem. I don't have the Geronimo in my team. So for this video I will take this hero as Geronimo. For this video consider this hero as Geronimo. Okay, so basically this is our Geronimo. Okay, we are back to generation 1. I am talking about pay to win players and we are back to generation 1. So basically this is our Geronimo, and then we have to put Natalia. Natalia will stay in the front line because she is tanky hero, and Geronimo is of course tanky hero, so Geronimo will stay here. Now if you want, you can put Zinman, because pay to win players can easily make 5-star Zinman. So if you want, you can use the Zinman, which is basically, I mean, it is not very good, but you can use it. Or if you want, you can also skip it. Then we have the 5-star. You are pay to win player, 5-star Molly is not any big thing for you. You can put Molly here, and then you have many choice. I mean, if you are pay to win, you have lots of choice. You can do whatever you want. So you can use this Wallace Bokan, you can use Jassar, or you can use anything. You have lots of choice. You can do anything you want, and all of them are very good. So basically you are doing this thing as pay to win player. Actually I don't have much suggestion for pay to win player, because I said lots of choice, but anyway I am just giving you some suggestion. So in first line we have Natalia and Geronimo, and in second line in the middle we have Molly, and here you can either put Jassar, and here you can put Wallace Bokan. If you want, you can also use Jesse. Jesse is also a free to play hero, but I did not talk about Jesse in my other, I mean when I was talking about free to play, because Jesse has lots of problem. When Jesse will use the skill, I mean Jesse has something like machine gun. When she will use the skill, she have to go very close to the enemy, which is a big problem. I mean Jessie is good, but she has some problem like Molly. Molly has problem because Molly's skill is slow, and Jessie also has a problem because she have to go very close to enemy. But as a pay to win player, you can use Jessie, and you can easily make 5-star Jessie. So if you want, you can put Jessie here. So basically this is our lineup for generation 1. Now we are ending generation 1 and we are entering generation 2. What we will use in generation 2? In generation 2 we will get Flint, but I recommend this thing in the front, Natalia and Geronimo. If you want, if you see your Natalia is not performing well, you can remove Natalia and you can put Flint, but my suggestion is keep Natalia in the front. And in the second line, I mean in the back line, we have lots of change. What change we will get? First thing, we have to remove Jassar, and here we will include the Alonso. 5-star Alonso is, I mean it is not very big problem for pay to win players. You will get 5-star Alonso, and then if you want, you can use the hero Philly. Philly is actually pay to win hero. It is not possible to upgrade Philly quickly for free to play players, so you can put Philly here. Philly is also very good for the arena. And in the middle we are keeping Molly. We have lots of choice. We can also use Bahiti if you want. Bahiti will be very good, and you can put Alonso. You can put Alonso here. Alonso is also a good choice for the middle position. And in first we have Geronimo. Okay, this hero is Geronimo for this video. For this video, this hero is Geronimo, and here we have Natalia, and rest of the thing are like this. Okay, so we are ending generation 2 and now we are entering generation 3. In generation 3 we will have some change. First thing, we have to remove Natalia and a new hero will enter, that is called Logan. Logan will take the place here. So in the first lineup we have Geronimo, and beside Geronimo we have the hero Logan. Now we have some change in the second lineup. I mean backline. Backline we will remove this Molly. Finally we are removing this Molly. Take, I mean we have lots of choice. We can take either Greg or we can also take, I mean we have other choice. Let me show you. Where is my Greg? Yes, you can either put Greg here or you can also put Mia, anything. And you can also remove this hero. You can also remove this Philly and you can also put Mia. So this will be our lineup for generation 3. In the first line we have Logan and Geronimo, and in the second line in the middle we have Alonso, I said this, and here we have Greg and here we have Mia. Greg is very powerful hero for the arena. Greg can drop some cage like structure from the sky and it can make very good amount of area damage, same like Alonso and Molly both put some area damage. Greg also do the same thing. You can use this. So keep a look here. This is our lineup for generation 3 for pay to win players. Here we have Logan, then Geronimo, then Greg, then Alonso, then Mia. Now we are ending generation 3. We are entering generation 4. When we are entering generation 4, we have some major change. That is, we will remove our Geronimo. We will remove our Geronimo, and in this space, Ahmos will enter. Ahmos, yes, Ahmos will be very good thing. Mia will be removed, and we will have a new hero. That is, where is my hero? Reina. Reina is very good hero for the arena because Reina has a dodge skill. I mean, she can dodge enemy attack. When enemy will attack, you will find a text called miss. It means enemy is missing the attack, which is a very good thing. And here you can either remove Alonso and you can put this hero Lin, or you can keep Alonso. It is your choice. I mean it will work. And we are not removing Greg. Greg will stay here. Greg is very important thing. We are not removing Greg. And I said it is your choice. You can either put Lin or you can keep Alonso. It is your choice. It will work. Both will work very good. So let me say you again the lineup for generation 4. In first line we have Logan. Beside Logan we have Ahmos, and in the back line here we have Reina, and then we have either Lin or Alonso, which is your choice. And in the beside Lin you have Greg. So this is our lineup for generation 4 as pay to win. Now we are ending generation 4 and we are entering generation 5. In generation 5 we will have lots of change. First thing, we will remove our Logan and Hector will come in the place. So our first lineup is very strong. First front line is very strong, Hector and Ahmos. In the second line we will have lots of change. The first thing, we have to remove our this hero Lin, and the hero Gwen will enter. The Gwen will enter in this place, and we have to remove this hero Reina, and here you can put Nora. I'm not saying Greg is very bad. You can put Greg or you can remove Greg. It is your choice. I mean, if you are pay to win, you will have lots of chance. You will have lots of advantage. You can do whatever you want. This choice is not available for free to play players. You see, if you are pay to win, you can do whatever you want depending on your situation, which is not possible for free to play players. So free to play players will always get some trouble, some disadvantage. So this is our lineup for generation 5. In first line we have Hector, and here we have Ahmos. Then in the back line we have the hero Gwen, and here we have Nora, and here we have Greg. Now you have to keep one thing in your mind. When the Gwen is entering in the fight, Gwen will attack either leftmost hero or rightmost hero. So never put your Gwen to left or right. Always put your Gwen in the middle. If your Gwen is in the middle, it is always safe from opponent Gwen, because opponent Gwen will target your leftmost hero or rightmost hero, but opponent Gwen cannot target the middle hero. So if you want to keep safe your Gwen till the end of the battle, you have to put Gwen in the middle, and Gwen can alone finish lots of enemy. So, okay, so this is this is very important, this thing in your mind. Gwen in the middle, never right, never left. So basically this is our lineup for pay to win players from generation 1 to generation 5. So for free to play, I did not include something like, I did not talk about Ling, I did not talk about Wallace Pokan, I did not talk about the Jesse, because these heroes have some problem. I did not talk about Sioun because these heroes have some problem. I'm not saying these heroes are useless or these heroes are bad, but I am talking about the best possible lineup for you. I'm not saying Jesse is bad or Sion is bad, but you can use them if you want. Every hero is good. Every hero is good. No hero is bad. But you have to take the hero depending on your situation. What is opponent lineup? How you can counter opponent lineup? You should think about it. Then you should take the. I just gave you the best possible lineup for every generation. Don't think my lineup is the ultimate thing. My lineup can be countered also. Someone with very good team can counter my lineup. I'm not claiming that my lineup is the ultimate lineup. Okay, every lineup has some counter, some recounter. You have to find the weakness of the opponent and then you can take your decision. So basically I talked about for free to play and pay to win players from generation 1 to generation 5, and keep these things in your mind whenever you are going to attack someone. Always check the lineup. Always check the lineup. Like here I am seeing this player has legendary gear, so it is impossible for me to defeat him. You have to keep this thing in your mind. You have to notice this thing. What is your opponent, who is your opponent, how you are going to fight. You have to keep this thing in your mind, so you can win the battle basically. And always keep this thing in your mind when you are going to fight. Always fight 5 minutes before the server reset. Like 12 UTC, you should play almost at 11:55 like this, so you will get a good rank in the arena. And if you want to make your hero strong for the arena, the only thing you can do is the gear. You have to upgrade the gear. You have to focus on mastery, forging and enhancement. Star is of course an important thing. You have to take the shard and upgrade the star, which is also important thing. But the main thing which matter is actually gear, lineup and other thing. Skills also matter, but you are in your star, you will automatically upgrade your skill. So they are actually related with each other. But the main thing which make difference between players is the gear. And chief gear and other thing, they have no use. I mean, chief gear and charm, they have no use for the arena. I mean, for the arena only hero gear is used, not chief gear and charm. So these are the things I wanted to say in my video. And for the arena shop, I will discuss it someday in the future about the arena shop. I have nothing to say about the arena shop in this video. So that's all for this video. Bye bye.